Investigative reporter Berkeley Breen is live at the Federal Building in downtown Rochester. So, Burke, the numbers go from 24 to almost 400.
Yeah, it's a big jump, Brett, but one supporter said this is what President Trump promised to do when he got elected. But when you look into the numbers the way we did, you will find that children are on this list, and the vast majority of people detained by ICE were never charged and never convicted of a violent crime. That includes the father of Cassandra Bocanegra. ICE detained her dad, Omar, during a routine check-in just before Christmas. He walked through the same doors as Dolores Bustamante and, like her, never came out.
This is a risk that I've grown up with and one that I was hoping never would come true.
Omar is one of those 393 people in Monroe County detained by ICE under President Trump. Here's how we got the numbers. The University of California, Berkeley compiled every ICE detention in the country over the last 5.5 years. They call it the Deportation Data Project. We used a program to narrow the numbers to upstate New York counties. And that's how we found 24 ICE arrests in Monroe County over the last 2 years of President Biden and 393 from the day President Trump was sworn in until now.
What do you make of that increase?
I think it's very clear that the immigration deportation agenda that the Trump administration has been pushing since their previous administration is continuing.
Bocanegra, born in Texas, works for the New York Immigration Coalition.
No one is safe.
Of those almost 400 that have been detained in Monroe County, do you think there are children?
Absolutely.
We count 10, ages 8, 9, 11, and 16. They're split evenly between the presidents, including a 2-year-old detained under Biden.
Enforcing immigration laws is one of the ways that the interest of the American public is protected.
Ira Melman is with the Federation for American Immigration Reform. I reached him in Los Angeles.
And the increasing numbers that you're seeing in Rochester and many other parts of the country reflects the fact that the administration is keeping its promise.
He's okay, just get out. It's no big deal.
They said that they were going to enforce these laws, go out and find people who are in the country illegally and remove them, and that's precisely what they're doing.
That's him.
When we dig deeper, we find more than 600 people detained in the Finger Lakes. Most are not connected to violent crime. Under President Trump, 8 out of 10 have no record or no pending charges.
I ran on a campaign of taking criminals out of our country.
You do not have to be arrested for a violent crime or any other crime, for that matter, in order to be subject to deportation. To be subject to deportation, you need to be in violation of U.S. immigration laws.
Omar Bocanegra isn't charged with a violent crime. But like Dolores Bustamante, he has a court-ordered deportation order that he's been appealing for 6 years. He's been in the Batavia Detention Center for 6 months.
When it comes to your dad, are you hopeful?
We're trying to maintain hope.
Homeland Security told me they don't trust the university numbers, but when I asked for Homeland Security's numbers for Monroe County in Western New York, they couldn't provide them. In a statement, Homeland Security said it is delivering on President Trump's promise to the American people to arrest and deport criminal illegal aliens, including murderers, rapists, pedophiles, gang members, and terrorists. Brett?
Burke, back to those children in the database who have been detained. Does it look like they were arrested by themselves or with a parent?
Looks like they've always been arrested or detained, I should say, with another adult. So look at that 2-year-old, for instance, detained under President Biden. The line right above him is an adult, 30 years old, detained same time, same place, both from Jamaica. And that's true with every other child on our list.
All right, Burke, thank you. You can go through all of our data. The lists are linked to this story at WHEC.com. You'll also find this interactive map. Hover over a county and it'll show you the number of people detained, when, and where.